Good morning, everyone. Students, let's recapitalize the points which we have done till now. We have started chapter number 1. This is evaluation and fundamentals of business. And we have studied about the human activity, which we divide in two parts, economic and non-economic activities. Non-economic activity is not required in the business activities. Fine. So we have left it there only and we have started moving with economic activity. Economic activity we have divided in three parts: business, profession and employment. Fine. Now in business, profession and employment is not required, so we have left these two activities also. Fine. Now we will be moving with business activities, and in this business studies we are starting the topic objectives of business. Students, every business has some basic and main objective, and that's very clear. First and foremost object of any business is to earn profit, right? Profit maximization is the main objective of any business. But if you want to remain in the business for a long time of the period, so this is not sufficient, and it has the multiple objectives. When you start you are moving with one objective, so it has a certain other objectives also attached to that. Fine. So it's telling here, they have taken one example. Suppose you want to increase the car users by 20% in 2 years, right? Since a business has a balance, a number of needs and goals, it required multiple objectives also. Fine. It can't follow only one objective and expect to achieve excellence. If you want to achieve excellence in your business, so besides this profit objective, certain other objectives are there which you have to achieve. So in fact, we divide the objectives of business in three parts, that is economic objectives, social objectives and individual objectives. Fine. So we are moving with the economic objectives. Well, very first and basic objective of this business, or we call it a economic objective, that is profit earning. Without profit we can't move ahead, we can't do anything. If you want to sustain in the business, you want to remain in this industry, you want to expand your business, growth is required, some expenses you want to bear, some competition is there, in all the way you require profits. So profit earning is the important and main thing. So how is it explaining? Let's see. It's telling main objective of establishing any business organization is to earn profit, and profit is the excess of income over expenditure. Fine. And survival of business is not possible without earning profits, as it is required to maintain assets of the business to meet its operating expenses. You need so many expenses to operate that operational activity. It needs funds, so that you can have from the profits only. Fine. And the measurement of the success of any business, that also based on the profits only. How do we find that this business is more success, or its success rate is so and so? That can be measured from the profit earning only. Fine. So higher the profits are there, more successful is the businessman. Okay. If you have good reputation, good profits are there, so good reputation comes from the good profits, of course, and you can have loan. The bank easily provides you the loan if you have good profits, right, students? Now next economic objective is your survival. Every business aims to ensure that it continues to survive and exist in the future, and survival is possible only when organization is able to earn enough revenues to cover up the cost and expenses. That's very, very clear. If you want to survive means you want to remain in this market, so you should have profit. If you don't have profits, continuously you have the losses, or you don't have profit, for how long you will survive? For how long you will stay in the market? If you don't have profits, one day you will go back, and if you have the losses, you won't stay in the market. So it is must to have the profits for survival, right? So this is also one of your objective, economic objective, that somehow you have to survive in the market, right? Next, market standing. Again, so many firms are there. The item in which you are dealing, it's not only you who is dealing in this item. Hundreds of the firm you will find in the market, they are dealing in the same item. So where do you stand in the market, right? You have a tough competition with the people. So if you want to remain in the market, you want to have the good standing in the market, so you need profits. So this is also your economic objective to stand in the market. So market standing should be there. How they are representing, let's see. It refers to the position of the enterprise in relation to its competitors. Market standing is measured by considering market potential and competition. Where do you stand in this competition? Fine. So here we have completed economic objective. Certain other economic, these were the main one, and what other economic objectives are there, and these are also related to increase the profits, of course. Creation of customer. Students, if you are happy that you have number of customers today, so please don't be happy, because these customers may divert for the another thing. Today they are buying your product. If any better product comes in the market, so they will divert to that place, and one day they gets old and their taste changes, their requirement changes, and they will divert to another product. So continuously, that's a requirement of this business, that continuously you should create customers. If old customers are leaving your shop, leaving your product, so another customers must join you. So this is must for the survival of business, that you must keep creating more customers. All right. Next we can take innovation. Innovation is the introduction of new ideas. Students, if you are attached to the old philosophy, old product, old ideas, old technology, so very soon you will be outdated, right? And you will be out of the market. So it is must that you should innovate the ideas. New things should be there in your mind. New production, new ways, new design, new fashion, everything should be new, right? Because this is the time of the customers. Okay, customers are the king of the market, and they need the changes, they like the changes, and they move to the change item. So we have to innovate the ideas, and we have to introduce that idea in our production. So let's see how do they define. Innovation is the introduction of new idea or methods in the way something is done or made. No business enterprise can flourish in a competitive world without innovation. And there are two kinds of innovations in every business: innovation in production and innovation in marketing and distribution. Students, these are very important. Production means your size change has not change, in fact, size, color, and some new features you have introduced in that particular item. Okay, if you have a washing machine, till now we have a washing machine which is automatic, but it's not going to spread the clothes, and it's not going to collect the clothes itself. At least in India we don't have that kind of technology, and now we are looking for that. If it like robot kind of thing, if it collects the dirty clothes itself and it spreads in the sunshine and all, so that will be preferred. So for that we have to do some technological changes in the production. Fine. And another thing, your item is perfectly good, right, at the reasonable cost, and it's having all the latest technology and features, but people, they don't have any knowledge of your product. So you have to advertise this product, you have to do the marketing of that product. Now the normal marketing everyone is doing, you are showing the advertisement and all, so what special you are going to do? So there should be innovation in that field. What new ideas you are adopting to provide your item, to bring it in the reach of the customers. Okay, so this is innovation. Well, next we have improving productivity. Well, students, one should not be overconfident that our product is absolutely correct. It needs, as we have told you, this is the dynamic time and changes are taking place continuously, right? So with the changes, we have to do the changes in our product. Okay, as the demand changes, we have to do the changes in our product also according to the requirement of your customers. So every business enterprise aim at greater productivity by the best use of available resources. Productivity is calculated by comparing the value of outputs with the value of input. The resources of business via man, money, material and machinery are scarce, so these must be utilized in the best possible manner so that business can get maximum benefits from these resources. They have taken another example. It's telling improving productivity means you have the limited resources. Fine. So how to use these limited resources for the better production and to maximize your production. So they are telling the best utilization of the manpower and money should be there, right? Money, manpower and material, these all things must be utilized in the proper way. Efficiently we must use, so we improve the productivity. All right, now next one we have optimum use of physical and financial resources. This is just related to this point only. Optimum use of physical and financial resources. Physical resources we have, right? We have the plant, machineries, offices. And financial resources means your money, limited money we have, capital we have. So its maximum utilization should be there, right? So this is also one of our economic objective, to use the manpower and money properly. Fine. Here we have completed economic objectives and some additional economic objectives. We'll be moving with social objectives now. What are the social objectives? Students, I tell you, if you are fulfilling only economic objectives for your benefit, for your business, it's fine, you will be earning, but not for the long time of the period, as you are earning from the society, right? You are taking help of the people of the society, so you have some duties towards the society. When you are doing production in the nearby area of your society, you are creating so many problems for the countryman. You are creating pollution, right? Various kind of pollution you are creating. So you have certain responsibility now towards society. You have certain objectives towards society if you want to survive in the market for a long time of the period. So let's see what are those one. First social objective is to production and supply of quality products. Students, you have to provide the best quality. Today customers are very much aware, they know their rights, okay, and they know the law also. So you must produce quality product, means inferior quality will not be accepted by the customers. It should be of the standard quality. Fine. So this is your first social objective, means quality should be good. Now second one is avoidance of anti-social and unfair trade practices. Unfair trade practices which is going on in our society like anything. So it is the social objective of every business to avoid the anti-social activities. Nothing wrong should be there. Unfair trade practices should not be followed by the businessman. Like no hoarding should be there, black marketing, adulteration, these kind of things should not be adopted. No inferior quality they must produce. Fine. So they must give the proper quality, and you can say the standard quality at the reasonable prices they must give to the customers. Fine. Now next social objective is generation of employment. Well, when you are working somewhere, you are working, of course, you are working in the society only. So that's your duty to provide the employment to the people who are living in the surroundings. Okay, this is your another social objectives, and that's very clear and very natural, because whatever you are doing, any business you are doing, you need so many number of people to help you out, means employees at the different level, different kind of employees, categories, different categories you require. So you must give the employment to the people whatever they deserve for. Fine. Next we have protection of environment. This I have explained just before. As we are producing in the environment, we are doing production nearby somewhere in the society or a little bit far away from the society, and we are creating many kind of pollutions, air pollution, water pollution, soil pollution. So now it's our duty to protect this environment. We should do certain work like that, as we can minimize this this pollution. Okay, so that's the duty of the business. And which duty or which objective? That's your social objective of every business, to protect the environment, means minimum pollution should be there, right? Means they must do the efforts to minimize the pollution. Next one is community service. You must have seen, students, all the business firms, they are not running only business firms, they are running certain hospitals, schools and certain other educational institutions, like Tata Groups. If you look at that, so they have certain hospitals and hotels and other kind of things. So all the big businesses, they are providing some services to the community. Let's see. Large business units should undertake community service like setting up charitable dispensaries, schools, etc. Nowadays, big companies house open schools, hospitals under corporate social responsibilities, such as Mahindra and Mahindra Group have focus on the girl child, youth and farmers through program in the domains of education, public health and environment. Right, students, we have so many examples. These big business houses, they are providing social services also. Not only big businesses only, small businesses are also coming forward these days. Right. Next we have welfare of employment. Well, besides all these social objectives, business should not forget the welfare of the employees. They must provide the better environment, better working condition, better living conditions, and of course better salary standards they must provide to the employees. Fine. So here we have completed all the business objectives, and what this business objective is including, it is including economic objectives, other economic objectives and social objectives. Right, students? Thank you so much.